Kenny, what is we not me?
What is we not me? I mean, I think it's really just team mindset. I think it's one of my favorite mottos that we probably had since I've been here. It's all about the team. I think we kind of have that mindset going into the season.
Is that what the team on the back of the practice uniforms came from too?
Yeah. I think it all comes together that way. Building off each other, just trying to take the next step with it. All moving on the same page.
Is that an Eagles doing? An Eagles meeting thing
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a leadership thing. One of our meetings, and Coach Dews loved it. I think the whole team really bought into it so far.
Kenny, which receivers are separating themselves right now?
Separating themselves? I think the good thing about this crew is that it's a group effort right now. I mean, obviously you got Jordan and Taste here, doing really well, but then guys like Shockey, Jared Wayne, Melquise, and the tight ends are also involved, and the young guys are Barden and JB Bradley looks really good as well. So I think it's a group of guys, it's a group effort. Coach Mary's doing a great job getting them right, and they're working really hard too.
How is Izzy looking from last year to this year? What are the biggest differences?
Just confidence in knowing what he's doing. He studied. That was the one thing I told him is, the only one that's not gonna, that's gonna hurt himself is himself. Honestly, if he doesn't know his playbook, or if he doesn't, go out there and just play hard, that's the only reason why he won't succeed. So, he has all the tools, and Coach Powell's getting it right, and I'm real happy with his progress so far.
Actually, there's a bit of a slugfest for that spot right now between him and Vincent. Sorry, you said it's a bit of a slugfest between the two. What has it been like just seeing those guys go back and forth and prove who should sit there next to you?
Yeah, competition, breeds success. So it's good to have competition. There's competition on every position group in the building, and they got to come bring their best, or one guy's going to take the lead on it. So it's good to see that they're working together as well. It's not like they're not helping each other out. The best man will play no matter what, so you might as well just work together and just go out there and play hard. So it's really good to see in that running back group.
Was it tough for you not to be working yesterday, or do you welcome the day off?
Yeah, I welcome the day off. We were a little hot at Kennywood. I was sitting down for the majority at Kennywood. The O-line got on that water ride, so that was fun to see. Everyone enjoyed themselves, and it was good to have a day off. But obviously, you want to get back to work, and we got September 4th coming right around the corner, so I wasn't ready to go for that.
Things are obviously going to be different this year, Kenny. But I was curious, especially as a quarterback, how did having no crowds or smaller crowds last year change things for your mentality during a game, how you process and everything, and even as a quarterback too, the teams hear you more clearly, or kind of get a better sense of what you're doing?
Yeah, I think audio-wise on film, I didn't like that. Obviously, you could hear clearly, what my cadence is, what some checks would be. So that was probably a huge negative part of it, but a positive was the communication. On the field. I was able to communicate with the O-line, the receivers, running back, pretty freely and openly, and I didn't have to scream very loud. They all kind of could hear me. So it'll just be an adjustment when we get on the road, and obviously Tennessee, week 2, it'll be loud, so we're preparing. We already started a little bit of work in the silent count today, so we'll be prepared for it.
Did you kind of find it harder at all, without fans being there, to get up or kind of really get engaged with the game?
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that, but we work all year for 12 opportunities, so I think it could be 100,000, it could be 100 people. It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna be ready to go, and so the team. So I don't think the energy was a lack, but obviously the enthusiasm from the fans, the defense feeds off it. That adds an extra juice. It just adds another limit to it. But I wouldn't say we were anything less than we were.
Kenny, from what you've seen so far, I know it's just been practices against your own guys, but why are you guys going to be better? What have you seen from the way you're working that you guys are going to be a better team this year?
Competition. We're deeper. If you don't have someone pushing you every single day, you don't have to show up and bring your best. You can be more relaxed. But I think every day, we're coming out here competing against the defense, and obviously competing in the rooms. I want to be the best quarterback every day. Nick Patty wants to be the best every day, and then it trickles down to the O-lines, the receivers, the running backs, and we're going against the defense every day. So I think the competition aspect of it has increased for everybody, and I think that's why we're going to be better, this season.
Can it make you guys better when you're playing against your defense, and they kind of know what you're going to do by now, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But what does that do for you guys to sharpen your game?
No, it pushes you to be mentally prepared. I have to know the entire offense, and all of our guys have to be run to win, because maybe one day we get Jordan on this play, but then Shockey gets to pop in the next day because they're going to adjust to it. Like you said, they played against us now all spring, all summer. So a guy who's really smart on defense, who's been impressive as Voss, the linebacker, he's been made a lot of plays. You know, he made one today on me where I don't think anyone else on the team makes it. He's just, you know, that he's a step ahead of everybody, I would say, you know, in the knowledge aspect of the game. So I love competing against him every day. Brendan Hill's another one on defense. I could point out that, you know, is really smart back there, and it makes it tough on us, and it just makes us better in the long run.
Has Keyshawn Campton breathing down your neck?
Yeah, they all have. And I think the good news is, you know, the offensive line and the defensive line have a really good relationship together, and it just builds off that competition standpoint that I've been preaching. You know, maybe one play they'll get us, the next play we'll get them. It's just a back and forth battle. But I think we'll be prepared, you know, for September 4th and the rest of the season, just how hard we've been working against each other.
Kenny, I know you were a senior last year, but can you kind of put into words the feeling of you know, knowing that, okay, this is it. This is like my last shot, and how that's not just true for you, but a lot of guys on this team that are in that situation. Maybe how that impacts what you guys are doing.
I mean, you just can't take a day off. I had my senior speech the other day. That was one thing I preached for. You know, this thing goes fast, and I was a freshman sitting there watching, you know, guys have their senior talks, like, you know, Ryan Winslow, and they talk about how fast it goes, and now I was up there making my senior talk, and it just, you blink and it's up. So I think everyone knows that, you know, we have a really special group. We're a pretty tight group. It doesn't mean anything, you know, in the long run. You know, we have to go out there and win games, and you know, we can't waste a game, can't waste a Saturday. So I think everyone knows it's a championship game every Saturday. That'll be the mindset, you know, when we walk on the field.
Do you think having so many guys in that search? I mean, I think you guys have as many 5th and 6th year guys as any team in the country. Do you think that can be a benefit for that reason, for that sense of urgency?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the older guys got to push the young guys. You know, we've been in this situation before. You know, we're in the dog days of camp right now. We're coming up on, you know, everyone's looking forward to playing, you know, hitting another colored jersey. But we all know, you know, we've been here before, and like you said, this is our last run at it. So we're kind of leading the way, and the young guys are following suit.
Kenny, last year there were times where you were the best option in terms of running the ball. I mean, just plays would break down or there were design stuff, but you need to stay healthy. Has Pat talked to you about making business decisions this year? Maybe I know you're a guy that likes to put your nose down and try to get that extra yard, but have you guys had that? You and Mark maybe had the discussion about when to be smart?
Yeah, I mean that's always been on my mind, and it's kind of I have to know the situation. If it's third down, I'm going to go get the first down. You know, if it's second down, I can get down, and you know we have some downs to work with. So it's really just being smart. And if I'm by the sideline, I'll step out. So it's just me being smart. It really hasn't been anything preached on it. You know, I just got to go take care of it when I'm out there.
Is it hard to remember? I mean, in the moment though, because you're a competitor. I mean, are you analyzing all that stuff, you know, within the moment, or is it sort of instinctive?
Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty good idea of what the situation, how much I need to get first downs. But if it's like I said, if I think it's close, I'm just going to put my head down and go get it. It's just the only way I know. But you know, I'll be smart, and you know, I'll make sure I dive forward and get down, and just protect myself the best way I can.
Anything final? Go ahead. Last one.
You've gone for a couple of NIL deals now that, you know, Kenny Wood, Kenny Pickett. Do you think that might be something in your future?
Who knows, man? I have not even thought about that. You're actually the first to think about that, so who knows? Maybe.
Just wanted to ask real quick about the offensive line compared to where you might have felt they were last year. I know they had Jimmy last year, but one thing that they've talked to us about is saying, like, you know, last year they had to use whiteboards. They couldn't meet together. What have you seen their progress going through training camp? Now they've had more time to be together and not as much restrictions.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much right there, just the continuity, just being able to be together. Together in meetings, sitting close, being able to talk to each other, having more walkthroughs, you know, more live periods playing together under fire. You know, I was really impressed with how they protected in the scrimmage and today. So I think we're taking the right steps. It's just, you know, we can't take steps back and just keep pushing forward.